Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be just a short introduction to a website that is often used for adding sound to your web pages. In this case, it is a copy, or it will display copies of music that's out of copyright date or otherwise free to use through one of the Creative Commons type licenses. And the website is archive.org. Now, hang on just a minute. Let me share the screen that I have archive on. There we go. And we'll hit share. Now, what you should see is a great big thing that says the Wayback Machine. Cool thing about that is if you enter a website you used to go to 5 or 10 years ago, it has been dead for quite a while, that will show you archived copies of said website, and you can have a trip through the past, if you will. Not everything can be included on here. Some of the Flash interactive websites won't be here, or they'll be here in a very abbreviated format. But this isn't what we're looking for today. What I want to talk to you about today is these two icons right there. The first is film, the second is audio. So let's go ahead and click on audio. And it's, free stuff, so it's pretty slow. I want to go down here and click on old time radio. That's when they used to have the equivalent of TV shows across the airwaves. And one of my favorite sets of old time radio shows is one called X-1. X-1 is a collection of science fiction stories from the glory days, back in the days when the big names, Isaac Asimov, all of those people were actually writing. Andre Norton. And what they did was they would take short stories from these famous or infamous science fiction authors, and they would turn them into, a half-hour give or take radio show. One of my favorites is The Green Hills of Earth. So I can find that right here. X-1, 1955, July 7th. It's number 8 in the series of, and honestly, I don't remember how many they shot. It's over 100, I'm sure. 122 episodes of X-1. I'm going to go back up to 8. I'm going to click on X-1 here and check that so we can hear it.
3, 2, X-1, fire.
Now, the cool thing about all of the content here will usually be available for you to embed in a website of your own. Pardon me. And what I'm going to do is basically show you how to do it. In order for you to keep a copy of this, it's out of copyright date, so there's nothing illegal about having a copy of this on your own machine. If you right click on it, you get about this video, etc., etc. If you and I'm here though, you have the ability to download it in MP3 format or OGG format. So let's take a look at the MP3 format. And we want to find number 8, The Green Hills of Earth. It tells you it's 10.9 megabytes. That's quite all right. Click on the download button. Now, we just told it to download, right? Well, yes, we did. But it's downloading to your screen. To download it to your desktop, let's go ahead and pause that again. You right click here and save audio as. I'm going to go over here and create a new folder on my desktop. So let's call it media. Open it up, and that's where I'm going to save the MP3 version of the Green Hills of Earth. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go up to Og Vorbis. Again, I've got to find number 8, the Green Hills of Earth, and there it is. Once again, we're hearing it.
Countdown for blast.
And I'm going to save audio as.
4.
In this case, we've got OGG, but we're still going to the media directory.
Fire.
And I'm going to click save. Now, one of the things that first right click did was tell me keyboard shortcuts, but they're not going to work this way. So in this area, you'll need to just open and close the, or play and pause rather, excuse me. Now, we've got copies of that on our desktop. We can copy the audio location, and I've just got a text document that is blank. You guys can't see it for right now, but what I did is I right-clicked on it, says copy audio location. I clicked on that. That means I have it in my shopping cart, and I'm just going to paste it down here. Now remember, that's the OGG format. So the other thing I'm going to do is go back again. Come on. Sometimes it helps if you talk to it. Let's go back up to the MP3. And again, we need to get to the Green Hills of Earth. You hear it start up. I'm going to right-click this, copy the audio location again. And once again, though you can't see it, I'm going to put it on a notepad on my desktop. Now, for archive.org, that's it. That's all you would need to do. And I'm going to be recording the actual lecture here in a few minutes, which we'll use both the, perhaps both URLs as well as maybe downloading something and actually uploading that to our own Loki accounts. Remember, though, that you only have a maximum of 1 gigabyte on Odin. I said Loki before. I told you I'd do that eventually. So please apologize, but you're limited in the space. So if you like those, 10-hour compilation things that you see on download sites, don't do it, because that will take up literally all of your website space. So this is the best way to go. And I am going to show you how to have software in place on your own web server, that is. And I'm going to show you how we can use these 2 URLs that I've copied to make it happen by just, kind of logging into archive and letting them using their bandwidth, basically. And that's absolutely okay. That's what they are designed around doing. So more power to us. We can make that happen. All right. I'm going to log this off because this is what I needed to show you specifically. And I'm going to come back in a few minutes with the lecture. All right. So I will see you guys in as many minutes as it takes me. It's going to be as instant to you as clicking on a new video link. Oh, I have to stop the sharing first. There we go.